Welcome back to Boppin Around with
Ayesha
and Venus.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I kind of felt like we were a bit rusty there when we said welcome back. We were like, our tone of voice was a bit skewed.
I mean,
because it's been a bit of time.
a little bit. 3 weeks?
Officially we missed 2 weeks of posting. We fell off a little bit.
Right.
But we have valid reasons as to why.
I guess so.
Don't we?
Pretty much.
Especially in your life, we'll just say that.
Right. Okay.
A lot of things were happening.
A lot.
So I think it was completely
Good and
valid.
bad.
And to be fair, like I was quite busy too. I had time to focus on some other things. But we are now back.
Oh my goodness.
And we're bigger and better than ever.
Yes, actually. Bigger, definitely.
Although I will say...
Ow.
Okay, so I don't mean to be like fucking you off or flipping you off, should we say. Just earlier today, I dropped a bowl of raspberries on the ground and it slipped my finger, and thankfully Ayesha was here. And there's Ayesha, she came without speaking and she gave it away.
Not again.
So she helped me, but this is the situation that we're dealing with now, so... I haven't cut my finger in ages, you know.
Do you want to give me the middle finger, like a thumbs up, thumbs nail? Okay, let me just say, like, it's really good to be back.
It's really good to be back.
Right. Anyway, I felt so happy, like, setting up the entire, like, studio, because that's what it is, pretty much. Because it's just so good to return to a bit of normalcy.
Yeah.
You know, as humans, we really do need that routine and that social connection, because, you know, that's how humans evolved, right? Through like villages and tribes and stuff.
Wow, we're getting deep.
Really deep.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things where it's nice that we have, I mean, I always say this, it's nice that we have this shared platform together. We're creating something together.
Yeah. Because,
you know, we have such a wonderful, special friendship bond. Okay. It will be stupid not to share that with the world.
I agree.
But yeah, it feels like a lot has happened since we last spoke to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, when you go to edit this, I want you to rewind 20 seconds and just see if I had a look on my face, because I looked at your necklace, then I looked at your tits, and I was like...
Fucking hell. She's been looking at my body all morning.
I don't know what it is.
So I'm in this little play suit. I do have a cushion covering because, you know, we don't want to, like... I know some of you might want that.
Right. That's... not good.
But we can't be flashing over here on YouTube and Spotify, you know. But I have this play suit on that I got in Australia. I love it so much. And we have this gorgeous necklace that I got from Vinted. I'm feeling like summer is here. It is so sunny outside.
So sunny.
Like, guys, as soon as it hits March, to me, it's summer. Like, I'm so happy. I just love the sun.
The Irish, you know?
Give it an OOTD for your...
OOTD.
I just realised.
I know. I'm not wearing a bra today, I forgot. And then...
Whose necklace is that, Ayesha?
This is not my necklace. This is Kenny's necklace.
It's my boyfriend's necklace. If he watches this, baby, I'm sorry. She's being very safe with it. She needed a black necklace. She saw it in the bathroom. She's not even touching it. She's gonna take it off in a bit. It won't be broken. It's gonna be fine. Babe, where'd you get your dress and belts and stuff? Tights?
So the tights I got from a man. I'm kidding. I got everything I'm wearing from Shein, except this belt I got from Amazon.
Okay.
This was actually part of a Harley Quinn cosplay.
Do I remember seeing that from
No,
you?
you've never seen it.
When did you do it? Ages ago.
2-3 years back. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, when would you have done it?
When I was an egg.
So you just did it, like, in your room, kind of...
Yeah. I was, like, Harley Quinning it.
Egg. Oh, my God. You've gone through some hard shit in the past 2 weeks.
Right.
And, you know, you've had up and down moments, and in the down moments, you'll be like, I can't be arsed, babe. I'm fucking done. I'm like, no, you're not, babe, because I know you love your life so much, so don't miss me with that shit.
Right. I moved into a new apartment.
Oh, my God!
Fuck the haters.
Yes, so that is kind of why we haven't been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ayesha moved into a new place.
Hell yeah.
How is it, babe?
Fucking gorgeous.
That's so good.
Literally, I walked in and manager of the building was asking me about, how it is. Do I like it? And I told her, honestly, I'm in heaven right now. Amazing location. Obviously, I'm not going to say where because I don't want to get myself doxxed, but beautiful place in London. It's a studio apartment. I've got security. Got everything I need.
You got your own space now as well, which
so
is
gorgeous.
Really important for you, I think.
What can I say? You don't even know the naughty things I've done in there.
I love how it's literally been like, how many days have you lived there now officially?
Not even a week.
Wow.
A week will be, I don't even know, Monday. Wait, it is a week.
Yeah, because you moved in there last week.
Yeah, so...
This day last week.
Yeah.
I remember you had messaged me and you were kind of like unsure.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, you were like, bitch, I have it. It's mine.
Right. I was so fucking happy. Yes.
Gen Z hair?
Hell yeah. Now, Gen Alpha.
Me and Kenny were wondering that. What's the Gen Alpha? Is that actually the Gen Alpha?
Yeah.
What they do, little kids.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Okay, so basically, on Monday, what happened was I got to the apartment and they said I can sign the next day, but they also said I could stay in the room for the night. There were 2 caveats. The first caveat was that there was no power. The sockets were working, but there was no electricity and no hot water.
Yeah, just like a camping trip. It's glamping.
Literally glamping. So I spoke to the lady on the phone, the manager, and then she was like, well, if you can't, then maybe you should, if you're okay, you could stay somewhere else. And I said, look, do you think it's okay? I can just stay here. I can survive one night without electricity and hot water. She's like, oh, definitely you can. And then I said, okay, but I have one more question. And I told everyone this. I said, I'm really happy that the place came furnished, but there's no bedding or anything. And she's like, oh, do you not have anything on you? And I said, well, if I'm honest with you, I moved in today with nothing, just the clothes on my back. And she was like, oh, so maybe you should take the clothes off your back, put it on the bed and sleep. And I was like, okay.
Did she say that fully serious?
I promise to God she said it exactly like that.
Wow.
Bless her heart. And my housing manager is some sexy bitch.
I didn't know that. Is she a sexy bitch?
She's a sexy bitch. I know she gets men.
Wow.
I know she gets.
And how old is she?
She's probably like 35, bit older.
Why did I think you said it was like someone like a lot older?
I mean, hey, I like older women.
No, but like, you described her as being like, I mean, you said like an auntie, like a...
Right,
is that someone different?
Right, it is someone different.
Okay.
But I thought she was an auntie as well until I met her, and I was like, she's a MILF. Just like, whoa. I know.
Why do I feel like you're like the main character in this apartment building? Like...
Wait, did I even tell you all the things that had happened? It's crazy. Like oh my days, I didn't tell you. So on Friday, I woke up and I thought, first Friday in a long time that I can just sleep in. So I'm like looking at the phone on my...
Because she wasn't working.
Right, and I looked at my phone and I'm like, it's like 9 a.m. I think I'm going to close my eyes and sleep a bit more. Lo and behold, I get a knock on my door. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Bearing in mind, I haven't moved all my clothes over, so I'm sleeping in like a sports bra and like a mini skirt, or mini shorts rather, right? Hot pants,
She keeps
basically.
it sexy in her sleep.
I mean, I guess so, but
Keep
it's
it
just...
sexy, guys.
I overheat in my sleep because of my medication. I sweat a lot, so I need to make sure I don't wear too much, right? And then what happened was they're knocking on my door, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I can hear them outside anyway. I open the door, and there's 2 men standing there, and it says council services from the council. And the guy just has a light bulb in his hand, and he's like, hi there, we just want to check the generator. I need to show him. And I was like, what? Okay. And then they walk in, bearing in mind, I was like enjoying myself the night before. So my leather bag, I've got like a go bag for my sex toys, is unopened and sitting there with all my dildos and lube and condoms just like out there. So they both walk in for like 30 seconds, and then they look at the generator. They look at me, look at the ground, look back at me. They're like so shy, and they're like,
Because they saw them.
Yeah, they're like, oh, so sorry, ma'am. And then they fucked off. It was like a 30-second interaction or less. And I was like, what just happened right now?
Oh my god, those moments are so crazy. It's
crazy.
Like, it feels like there's a glitch in the what's the word? Matrix? I don't know, where like the two things that aren't meant to come together. Like in the airport when they pull out your sex toys at security and you're just like like it just feels weird. It feels wrong. If anyone has seen me talk about the story where he was a dickhead, like he was not nice, and he pulled out so much of my shit asking me what it was, and then he pulled out my gua sha tool. I think I said it's gua sha for skincare, and he's like, right, and then he pulls out my rose toy. He says, what's this? Like, he took it out the bag, everything goes, what's this?
Ew.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, clearly it's not a fucking weapon or a bomb, is it, love?
That is really
and
gross.
then like he goes, what's, and I go, that's also for skincare. And he's like, how much skincare do you need? And like turns around to someone else. I'm like, okay, sir. I was trying to think of a roast.
Just ew.
How much women have you had in your life?
0.
One? None?
Just the pussy you came out of.
Like, ugh, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like
really gross.
Disgusting. Sorry, I'm getting text. Just like, I just remember that experience. You know, sometimes I get so pissed off in the airport because you deal with some real, you can see the people who are not, you can kind of almost smell the people that are nice and the people that are dickheads. Not us getting onto the airport, but it's like, I remember this one guy as well in Heathrow Airport in security. I think I was there really early in the morning, and he was just so on like a power trip. You know the people that are on power trips for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like, I remember he was taking his sweet fucking ass time. I remember I was there waiting forever and ever for him to get to my bag. He gets to my bag and he's like, open it for me, please. And then I think he's looking through it. And then I don't know what he did, but he asked me a question. And I went to like grab something to show him. And he's like, don't touch the bag, okay? Now that you've touched that bag, you could be arrested for something. I was like, give me a fucking break, love. Give me a fucking break. Calm your fucking tits down, okay?
What?
It was the way he spoke to me. He could have just said, please, ma'am, don't touch the bag, or you're not messing. But he went off on this whole spiel. You could now be arrested for something, or you've now tampered with
get over yourself.
Some securities material. Fucking
really get over
I can't
yourself.
remember, but he pissed me off.
Really get over yourself.
And then there was the traumatic airport experience, which was actually so traumatic because I full blown was crying, having a panic attack because my bag was stuck on the other side, and I was trying to get back through, and I couldn't get back through, and then no one was coming to help me. I went through so many different people. This was like Gatwick Airport,
last
2022.
Year. Oh.
No.
Didn't you lose your luggage last year?
This was a terrible experience. Did I? Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that after that was after Ireland, was it? It was after Ireland, yeah. That was so annoying as well. But no, this was worse because I got off a flight from, I think, was it from Dublin? Or was it from Cyprus? I don't know. But I got off a flight, Gatwick. It must have been from Dublin. Because the reason why is because when you go from Ireland to the UK, you don't have to go through passport. So I wasn't really aware of that at that time. So I was walking. I wasn't paying attention, I will say. I was looking at my phone. I was just following everyone. And I was walking. I had a bag checked in. And then I'm thinking, okay, we're going to passport. Suddenly I realize I'm out. I'm in the main airport. And I'm like, shit, my bag. Where the fuck's my bag? I go back and I realize, fuck, I can't go back through.
Oh, no.
And then I went up to so many people. This was literally like 12 a.m. at night or something, trying to get help. No one could help me. And then I was literally left to my own devices. It's probably been an hour at this point. And I just go and I literally go and try and go back through the thing that says do not enter to go back around.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go back through the gates, like, and it's like, warning, do not enter, warning. And like, there's people coming out the other way. And I remember this one woman was just like, you can't go through there. Like, she was just a passenger. She's like, you can't go through there. And starts shaking her head. And I remember that literally set me over the edge. I was literally so angry, and that's when I really started crying, right? And then I didn't know what to do. I was like recording myself because I wanted to make a story. And then I'm literally, I don't know what to do. Then eventually someone comes out from the other side, and he's like, hi, what are you doing? I've seen you on the security cameras. What are you doing? And I couldn't speak. Like, that's when I started bawling, crying. And then he realized, like, okay, let me not get too mad at her. I was like, I'm trying to get, like, I literally could not speak. I can't remember the last time that happened to me where I probably experienced that as a child, you know, but
That's
I couldn't remember the
horrible.
last time I couldn't speak to someone because I was crying.
That is really horrible.
And it was just awful. And then he was like, yeah, you've missed baggage claim. Did you not see the signs for it? And then we had to do this whole thing where I had to go back through security and other people, and they brought me to the bags. And do you want to know, guys, what ended up happening?
What?
My bag hadn't even been delivered. My bag was lost. It wasn't even there. So I went through all that, and I wasn't even there. It was fucking awful.
Stansted.
Gatwick.
Fuck off.
No, it was awful. It was actually awful. And then to make it even worse, the trains were on strike that night, so I had to sleep in the airport.
Stop.
I had to sleep in the airport.
No. That's A&E all over again.
Didn't get home till like 9 a.m. or something.
Terrible.
No, and then had to wait for my bag. And my bag got there a day later, whereas when it happened last year, it took like 3 or 4 days. I remember I was like, I have perishable goods in the suitcase. Anyways, that was a bit of a side tangent about sex toys. We were talking about sex toys.
Very
Your sex
interesting
toys.
you said that, because did you see the McDonald's CEO do that thing with the burger?
Oh my god, they were talking about it, and this is why I love listening to like podcasts like Just Trish, because it's like you find out random things. So I was half listening, but I didn't fully pick up on the whole story. Can you explain the story?
Yes.
He took a really tiny bite or something, wasn't
It
it?
was so much more than that. It was
Okay,
like
go on, explain it to
really
me. 'Cause she was
cringe.
like, he was trying to prove that he eats the food. She was like, he doesn't. Trish was like, there's no way he eats the food or something like that.
First of all, let me just say, I've asked people about the big arch. I have never tried it. I did smell it once.
What's it called, sorry?
The big arch.
So what is the big arch? Sorry.
It's basically like a quarter pounder,
And you smelt it on what?
and it smelled horrible.
It smelled horrible.
It smelled horrible.
But why does it smell horrible?
I don't know, babe. It just,
Is that not all the burgers in McDonald's smelling horrible?
babe, their entire thing is about marketing their products really well. They smell good, they taste good, they look good.
I don't really fuck with McDonald's.
I mean, look, that's
if I'm
good.
drunk, I'll eat a
of
vegan
course.
burger and a chip.
Me too.
Yeah.
But that fucking smelled disgusting.
Okay.
Like rank.
How did you smell that before you ordered it?
I got it. I didn't order it.
Okay.
They made a mistake on my order, and then I had the big arch, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, I got the big arch." Opened it, and it just wafted out a disgusting smell, and I was like, "Ew, what the fuck?" It smelled like lamb.
Do you know what I just feel like as well? If you want to eat a nice meal, you don't order McDonald's, right? Because it's like you're not gonna be full. Like you're not. You could get another burger that will fill you up. But McDonald's, it's like a little. It's like a craving. It hits a spot.
Yep.
But you won't be
You need a
full.
little bit more.
So it's good when you're drinking,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause it's like,
So basically, what happened in the promotional video, he wanted to show that he tries the products, right? The CEO of McDonald's, and he sits down and he's like, "So today we're going to be trying this new product." Straight off the bat, he calls it a product. He doesn't talk about a burger.
products, because it's not a burger. McDonald's food is like, it is a
Like,
product.
I get it, like it's a product, but be a bit human, right?
Right.
I love all the products on our menu, and I love this product. Everyone's just like, "What the fuck? Can you be normal, please?" And then he proceeds to take a bite, and the burger's fucking massive, mind you. And this one looks presentable because it's for promotion of video. So he goes ahead to take a bite. Now, usually when you take a bite of a burger, you can imagine yourself taking a nice bite, you know, getting all of the little bits, you know, the salad, the protein, the carbohydrate, whatever. Boy takes like a little nibble of like the bread, and you can even see he doesn't take much, and he's like, his first initial reaction is disgust. Disgust. Horrendous. He's like, the face he does is like, he wants to throw
Do you know
up and
what?
spit
Can I
this
actually
out.
watch it right now?
Watch
Because I
it.
only saw a screenshot of it.
Here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product.
It's the fact he's not even in a McDonald's. Something about it looks more funny.
This for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got
He's disgusted.
a very
He's already
kind of
disgusted.
Very
sesame,
disgusted.
poppy sort of bun on it.
Ooh,
We've got
the
two
cheese looks really fucking
quarter-pound
weird.
patties, a delicious
He
Big
looks
Arch
scared.
sauce, and
'Cause it
of course
smells
some
bad.
lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's
Ah!
get
It looks
this
disgusting.
It is.
how to
It looks
attack
gone
it.
off.
So much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right. the
He's
moment of truth.
scared.
That is so good. That's a big bite for a big orange.
That is not a
It's
big bite, babe.
distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of
In the context
everything
That's
else on our
hilarious.
menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness. but the
Gooiness?
crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch. But Big
Sure.
Arch, try it when you can get it.
I'd have loved to seen a
No,
time lapse
he
of
ain't
him
eating
eating
that.
it.
Also,
Yeah.
why the chips look empty as fuck?
Disgusting. Let me
Okay,
just
I
say.
think I've seen enough. Wow, but you know what's crazy is like in a sense that's still promotion for McDonald's because they're such a unbeatable, recognizable, massive brand that
Yeah.
like him eating a burger like that is just gonna cause more attention and more sales. But yeah, did you want to say anything more about that?
Do you know what? Let's just say that
It looked disgusting.
It-
Like the first
yes,
burger he ate looked
exactly.
fucking disgusting.
Exactly.
And you know what it is that makes it look disgusting? I think it's honestly the colors. The cheese color, the lettuce color, and the mayo. Oh,
Right.
ugh.
I promise you, like, if I didn't like the smell of it, I'm so sorry. You as a vegan, you would fucking despise
No,
it.
I can't.
Anyway, the reason I brought up the topic of the CEO of McDonald's doing that is because prior to this, Venus was talking about her sex toys and going through airport security and having people do some nonsense, blah, 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 blah. So actually, a lot of companies have kind of done their own spin of this. So the Burger King CEO then did one as well, where he was eating a burger of his, and he done it really well. And then there's this sex toy company called like Dragon or something, or Bad Dragon.
Never heard of it.
I think I might have heard of it. They do like, if you've seen those tentacle dildos, they make them. I think. I've never really
Like
been.
my unicorn one, I think, kind of maybe is a copy of it, maybe because that was from
Right,
Love Honey. But
right.
Yeah.
So the CEO posted on Twitter a little poll saying, "Would you like to see something coming out of my ass?" As like a product review, because the CEOs are doing product
Oh my
reviews.
gosh.
And it was yes or no. 90% of people, thousands of people voted for yes.
Yeah, of course.
Even the CEO voted on it and they said yes as well. And it was crazy because now I think we're going to get a product review of somebody pushing out a Bad Dragon dildo.
And is this a girl?
I don't know.
Do they like do sex work or they just...
They're just the CEO of a sex toy company.
Adult content?
No, they're just the CEO of a sex toy company.
Wow.
Wow.
It's the internet and trends is really...
That's crazy.
We should jump on it. What will we do?
Jesus. What
Margarita.
products? What products do you have out there? Margaritas. She's got margaritas.
You know, did you see that video? It's really viral right now. See, I've been really tapping more into Instagram Reels overall because I've been getting into just posting on Instagram now, like on my garden account. Anyways, the Buzzball video, when you weren't going to drink tonight, but then you realize that Buzzball is woman owned. And it's like, and I rise like the day. And then someone in the comments is like, oh, notice how it went from women owned to women founded. Now it says women founded on it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But to be fair, hopefully they got a good check for it. But I just love how that's like, you know, have you ever seen that on alcohol before, like women founded? It's just like, it just makes it really like, oh my God, I want to buy a Buzzball. I want to support the women. I want to support the girls.
That's interesting, actually. Sorry. I'm just thinking about how now it's women founded because I've seen that as well. Disgusting.
Well, the women got its check.
Look, I just want to say, like, I have an interesting take on men. You know, because there's some men out there who are just like right wing as fuck, and then there's others who want to pertain to their friends being right wing, so they call themselves neutral, and they say stuff about the liberal left or woke people, and that's kind of like turning on in my brain right now. But it's like, do you know what? They're getting there slowly. Everyone deserves to be forgiven. I know there's a lot of like discourse on the internet, people talking about how they'll never forgive people who voted for Trump and stuff. And look, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I genuinely do believe that sometimes we do need to forgive, not necessarily forget, but forgive and help people up to come to your level of awareness, right?
Yeah.
Because as Venus was telling me before, you know, back in the day, at least like a few years back, the word woke came about from like BLM time.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know the full details, but
Right.
I know someone I watched spoke about it in their video. Like,
What does it mean?
The definition of woke first appeared, I think, maybe in like the 50s or 60s in America.
Okay.
Let me
wow.
see. When did the word woke first appear? Look at us doing our research on this podcast.
Hell yeah, leveling up.
When did the word woke first appear? Yeah, it appeared in the early 20th century, notably appearing as Stay Woke in a 1938 recording by blues musician Lead Belly and his song Scottsboro Boys to describe awareness of racial injustice. It was rooted in African American vernacular English to mean being alert to social and racial discrimination, okay? But then now it's been turned into this thing of like, oh, oh my god, you're too woke, like, or the woke brigade, like as if woke is like a bad thing, or like being like too woke, as being too woke can exist. I think to a certain extent, yes, you don't want to ever go too far into it where you start actually like in the process of thinking you're doing a good thing, actually start hate. Like, for example, even with me being vegan, right? If I was to push it so far, I'd be like, oh, I cut off everyone in my life who's not vegan.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But that's like a very rare situation. It's just crazy though how demonized the word woke has become, especially now with the people in office in America with Trump and like, yeah. So
let me give you my take on that, because that's very interesting. If you think about it, basically what Venus was describing there, I feel like if you get to that level of wokeness, then it's not really being woke anymore, is it? Because now you've done a 180. Now it's like, instead of, oh, I'm a vegan, everyone around me has to be a vegan, now you're not being aware of other people and being, you know, empathetic to other people. Because that's the whole point of being woke, being empathetic and understanding that we're all human, knowing what's going on and how it's affecting people in your circle, people around you, and just how like everything is actually really connected. Yes, we've got our own bubbles, but at the end of the day, these bubbles always will touch, you know, one way or another. Something happening in America might affect us over here. Something happening all the way in Iran might be, you know, affecting us here. Like, it's all crazy. But hey, woke.
Yeah, everything that's happening in Iran is definitely kind of like a big topic right now. Especially with like how it's impacting in the Middle East and UAE and everything. And like, I have a friend who's living out there, and she's really, really scared. And I think, you know, there's two ways to look at it. Okay, there's people who are like saying, well, like, fuck you guys, like, because like this has been happening in other parts of the world before. I mean, did you see that one influencer's video where she's like, this isn't supposed to be happening here? And people kind of took that video and are saying like, what do you mean it's not supposed to be happening here? Like, this is disgusting, blah, blah, blah. You haven't seen that now? I can see both sides of it. I really can, because it's like, essentially like, if we look at it in terms of objectively, it's like, yes, it's crazy because we're so used to like hearing about these stories like not affecting, like, say, us in the more whatever Western world or first world, and that it's like we constantly hear about it in Palestine, but then when it actually comes down and impacts your life, like, you can't say for certain how you would respond. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's supposed to happen here in this country, everyone would be freaking out, and I think it's just like, no one deserves to be living in a situation like that. No one deserves to be in those types of conditions, and it's just awful that that's the reality now that a lot of people are experiencing. I did see something interesting. Abba and Preach were talking about how like the British government wants to bring back the people that are there from the UK and the UAE, and how Abba was like, bitch, why is the UK government rescuing them? Like, they don't even pay taxes, type of thing, because like they went over to the UAE to avoid taxes, and now that was the advantage of it, and now they're experiencing a disadvantage of it. And he's like, why would the government try and rescue them? They left the country not paying taxes. I can see his point, but also it's like, taxes, he was saying like, if you pay your taxes, then that's where it's going. The money is going towards that. But it's like, is the money going towards that if I am paying taxes? Obviously I am paying taxes, but okay, you know what,
I'm gonna give you my take. No, it's fine, honestly, because perfect for me to pick up on, because we bop off each other, right? So in terms of like the British government, like, I know, you know, we have the right to shit on them, and That's how it should be. That's how a democracy should be. The only way a democracy will ever improve is if the people itself shit on it, so then we can push for change and reform, you know? And I'm not saying, obviously, go vote for Reform UK or whatever. I'm saying go vote for Green. But what I'm saying is our government, whether we like it or not, is more empathetic and caring than other governments around the world. The United States, you know, they had this plan of going to Iran, taking out the leader, regime change from the skies. Didn't work out, obviously, and a lot of things are happening. One thing they did not plan for was rescuing and taking their citizens out of the region. They didn't give a fuck. And now the US government is saying, sorry, you gotta make your way out somehow.
It's really...
Airspace is closed and everything, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
The fuck are they supposed to do?
That's what my friend was saying.
At least our government is helping.
We have nowhere really to go, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
At least our government is actually, like, helping.
It's crazy, too, because it's, like, the concept of being like, oh, yeah, we're, like, this is the way they word it, you know, we're saving Iran or whatever the fuck. But it's like, okay, so you're going to save the country by killing a bunch of innocent people in the process. And it's like, oh, that's just collateral damage or some shit. Like, it's
disgusting.
So fucked
it's
up.
disgusting.
It's like, I know this is going to sound so, like, so dumb bitch, but it's like, are we really that bothered to be doing all this? Can we not just sit out in the sunshine, drink a little margarita, lads? Like, what is, like...
Do you know what it is, right?
You just, what, like, why, like, you only have, like, what? Maybe not even 100 years on this planet, 80 something years, maybe up to 100 if you're lucky, and you want to spend it doing this?
Yeah. Look,
do you know when you take it down to just a very human level?
Yeah,
and
no,
you're like,
it's terrible.
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
On that note, the previous regime of Iran before the Ayatollah was taken out was talking about how, and I'm not saying I'm an advocate for him. He was a disgusting human being. But he was talking about how when they chant, you know, death to America, they specifically mean the leaders like Trump and that's what they were saying. And sure, I get it. But I'm just going to say that regime, terrible, disgusting. And I was thinking about it yesterday. If they were to go in with the intent of taking him out and leave it at that, I think that would have been fine. But obviously that wouldn't be the case because then they would retaliate against Israel, so they'd need to support them, hence why this escalation has happened. Yeah, big time. But also another thing is the American administration, very, very sneaky motherfuckers, because what they're doing at home with their national policy about like pushing out so many things, you know, getting everybody on their toes and like overloading them with different things like the Epstein files or like banning rights for people or removing DEI or like ICE, all of these things, right? The reason they're doing it is to overwhelm everyone, to make sure that you can't do anything about it. When in actual fact is, majority of these things are being pushed to the Supreme Court and the American administration is losing. But they know that's going to happen and they know that some things will slip through the cracks and it's going to take time for people to fight back. One content creator said, I know it's easy to like look at it and then be overwhelmed and not want to look and keep scrolling. Best thing to do is focus on something and use that. That's your fight. You don't have to focus on everything. So for me, I said to myself, okay, I guess I'm going to focus on like the trans content stuff, you know? Yeah. But the reason I mention this is because in their national policy, the US government likes to kind of confuse everyone, kind of be like, oh, we don't have any objectives here. They're doing the same thing in Iran. They don't have any objectives because when they want to decide, oh, it's time to leave, they can then say our objectives were to do this, this, that. We done it. That's all it is. We obliterated their country. We destroyed their nuclear program.
It's like, what did you do along the way?
Exactly.
Like, how many children killed in Iran? Like 200 kids or something?
No, it's terrible.
Like, it's just like...
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because they can't just say, oh, our plan is for regime change, because originally they said that, then they walked back on it. You know, they said, okay, if our plan's for regime change, then are you not done? You know, they're not telling the world like what they want to do because they want to be able to walk away free. When
and they didn't, like, it's crazy. They're able to just go ahead and do this. And what is it? Like, I remember saying this to Kenny. I was like, did they have to get approval before they went? And it's like, well, there's the United Nations, they didn't get approval from them, and they just, I mean, it's the president of America,
right.
He can do what he fucking wants. And
right.
It's just insanity, honestly. But anyways, what I was gonna say was,
don't forget about Congress, because you have to go through Congress to get such approval.
So did he do that?
None of that.
No, Jesus Christ. And he's working with the fucking Israel evil fucking president. I don't even know.
Netanyahu.
Honestly, guys, look, at the end of the day, it's funny that, like, it's like, yeah, we talk about everything on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, especially you have a lot of political knowledge. I mean, you kind of, you know what I mean? It's like politics. You don't need to know about politics when it doesn't affect you. And it's a very privileged position to be able to not care about politics. And I recently kind of learned that over the years. And I'm just thinking with you specifically, like, because you be keeping up to date with things that Trump is doing. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, are you not like proper just like, oh, get this off my screen? But it's like, you're like, no, like my survival depends on it in a sense. You know what I mean?
Pick your fight.
And like,
Pick
I'm
your
literally
fight.
just going to think about everything that was happening in Kansas there, like with them revoking IDs for trans people.
Crazy.
Like, and it's just, these things are coming out of nowhere. It's like not nowhere in the sense, because there's obviously we've seen the discourse over the last year, especially, or 2 years even, but like it just feels like then they do these changes overnight. Like, oh, everyone who's transgender Kansas is in Texas, right? Or Kansas is not a state.
I think it's its own state.
Kansas is its own state.
I think so.
Yeah, because that would make sense.
Yeah.
Why would a city just have it?
Yeah.
So, are you sure? Is Kansas not Kansas and Texas? No.
Kansas, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe,
no, it's a
it
state.
Is a state. Oh my God, it must be near Texas, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyways, but like, oh, wake up in the morning. Oh, everyone's transgender in Kansas no longer has a valid ID.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like,
it's really wild.
It's like, we really.
But
I go back to the fucking man with the syntax fishback, and he's like, oh, let's take the syntax money and put it into schools. And it's like,
sure, buddy.
It's like this as well. It's like, you guys are spending. Wow, you can really see the power of a group of people, and if they were to put that power into something that was actually worthwhile and actually could create good, positive change, like, how is this going to create any change?
Insane.
Besides negative, and I'm like, power hungry, control.
Yeah.
Control. It's like
terrible. Anyway, you know, we do talk about good stuff, bad stuff, but I think maybe we should like look to some more positive news. Any positive news that we could talk about, Venus?
What was there something in the OnlyFans community? Well, okay. Well, first of all, can I just say?
Yeah. Okay. What?
I hit 10K subscribers on YouTube.
Yes, bitch!
I hit it today. Well, I woke up. I always check my YouTube analytics in the morning. I don't know. I just love going out to the YouTube studio. You know, seeing the funny comments, seeing subscribers, views, everything, and I hit 10K subscribers. And the reason why I'm so happy about YouTube specifically is because YouTube feels like a harder platform to grow.
Okay.
Even though I wouldn't even say it's that hard these days with shorts and everything, but basically, like, I always wanted to do YouTube since I was a teenager, pre-OnlyFans, pre-anything that I do today.
Yeah.
I've always been drawn towards doing social media in general, but, like, especially YouTube. And when I started OnlyFans, I had no idea that, like, you know, I'd also be running social media accounts. I remember you specifically telling me maybe like 2021, like, you should start a YouTube. Anyways, because I already had my own private YouTube that I was running, but I thought I was going to do, but I started a YouTube in my Venus Energy name, and it's been growing over the years. And last year, I really wanted to hit 10K subscribers. Like, that was my goal.
Yeah.
I did not succeed. I think I got to like 7K or something. And then I was hoping it would happen this year, and March, I hit 10K, and I'm just really happy because it was just a personal goal of mine. Yeah, like, it feels cool to like set a number, and you know what? It might as well still be last year. It's only 3 months into the year, but now I'm happy. So basically, I had a video do really well there over the past couple days, a long form video. It's at like 80K views, and I'm really happy with that because it's also monetized as well.
Yeah.
Which sometimes, you know, the videos that do well for my channel, they get unmonetized, but this one specifically got monetized. So yeah. I love YouTube. It's definitely my favorite platform out of all of the platforms that exist.
Wow.
I want you to start proper posting on there.
Wow, I will.
I think your content would be really good, babe.
Wow. Just wow.
And you can post them vertical as well.
Can you do me a favor, please? Can you, like, after this at least, just make sure you, like, do, like, a fit check? At least for your fans.
I've already done one. I did one when you were in the bathroom. Yeah.
Okay, good. If we're talking about things that we done without each other knowing, when she was doing her makeup, when she was doing her makeup, I was in the balcony flashing my tits for my fans.
Were you? I didn't see that.
I was, because my hormone tits are here.
Well, okay, first of all, let me just say that I definitely am going to acknowledge this celebration. We're going to do a little St. Patrick's Day thing on Friday, so I think I'm going to do something to celebrate the 10K for myself personally, unless you want to just control something for me. If you want to set something up for me, that's fine.
I'll see what I can do.
So much pressure. I'm joking. Now, we're going to celebrate, we're going to do happy birthday for Helen. We're going to do celebrate for me. Now, but you were speaking about your titties. Do you want to speak about your hormone journey, babe, before we end off? Because we need to end soon.
No, definitely.
What time are we on? 49, yeah. Go on.
So, I'm actually, like, really happy with my journey. I am feeling a lot more emotional.
Tonight is your third.
Tonight's my third injection. And I will be still doing a half dosage because I haven't done my blood tests yet. So I need to be looking into getting that done. Because now it's 3 months, and with my hormone medication, this is the perfect time to check my blood levels. So I'm going to be doing that.
So you're going to be doing a blood test?
Yeah, I need to be doing a blood test.
Oh, is that important, just in case?
Yeah.
Is it more so in case anything negative happens, or?
Just to see, like, where everything is at. Most of the time it's fine, but, you know, you always do want to do blood work with these kind of things.
Yeah.
And I've been underdosing, obviously, because I don't know how it's going to go, but... I mean, hey, I'm feeling a lot of stuff. Like, I cried for the first time the other day.
Honestly.
Skin is glowing.
Yeah, you crying as well.
I haven't come in
like
so long.
Last year, that was a big thing about you crying.
Oh.
I mean, about you wanting to cry. Like,
yeah, of course.
Cried.
Yeah.
High five.
Thank you.
The coming thing will go back to normal, I'm sure.
10K, high five. Coming thing back to normal.
But your titties are sore. That's your main thing that you've noticed so far.
Right.
Anything else that you've noticed besides the crying?
A lot more happier.
Yeah.
Like, I just find myself waking up in the morning and jumping out of bed and literally jumping up and down. Like, genuinely. Like, up and down, jumping. You fucking tell me.
Because sometimes it's like when your body actually really needs something, and, like, it's almost like, you know, if you're meant to be on something, you'll experience so many positive effects of it versus someone who's not meant to be on it. I mean, they were talking about this on Just Church about Ozempic. Like, people who are medically meant to be on it, they're not really going to experience a lot of the negative parts of it versus people who are not really meant to be on it, and they're just taking it for weight loss purposes or whatever. Like, they might experience a lot more of the negatives. Same with the fucking sertraline. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I experienced basically mostly all positive effects from it. Versus, let's say if I didn't need it, I'd probably be like, ew, I hate this.
Damn.
Or I'd be getting more negative impacts. Like, I have no issue with orgasms, which I think is crazy because that's one of the things that's meant to affect. If anything, for me, it made it better.
You're giving a lot of beach vibes right now.
I love the beach.
Your hair is so pretty. Just fuck off right now. Just get out of my face.
That's you with the little bob and the little blusher and the little love heart face.
Basically, Helen said something. Yeah, we do.
now.
Helen said something very similar to what you just said about the Trisha podcast, but it's about how when you're going through bad times and then good things happen around the corner, the good things feel amazing.
For real, honestly. And everything bad that happens, like, good does come out of it.
It does.
Somewhere in that.
Have hope.
Because essentially, like, do you know what's crazy? This is not really related, but I was going back through my old TikTok videos. Right. When I bought my new phone before it was stolen, I made a video talking about how I was scared to bring it outside in London because it was going to get stolen. And I was like, if only someone told that girl that, like, that phone was getting stolen no matter what. It's like, it's just so funny to me, like, oh, a year later, I don't have that phone. Like, it was stolen. Like, not in London, in Barcelona. But, like, Barcelona. You know, it's just... It was just so weird watching that. I was like, oh my God. Like, I literally already had the fear it was going to get stolen. And then, I don't know where that was supposed to go, how that was connected to that. But, like, at the end of the day, yeah, my phone was stolen and that's shit. And so much fuckery happened to me last year. But it's making the things that are happening this year a lot sweeter. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot. I'm just like, wow, things can turn around. Yeah. You know? And my OnlyFans, I'm feeling really happy. I was going to say successful, and then I said happy. I'm feeling really happy with the progress I have made this year. I was really scared at the beginning of the year but it feels really good to have put myself back in the position.
I like that.
A good position.
I like that.
And a new kind of marketing strategy for social media and just feeling good. And obviously I want to grow even more and I want to get even more successful on the platform. But yeah, I'm just happy with the things that are happening this year. I do think you're the horse.
Oh.
You're the fire horse.
Sorry, your accent made it sound like you said...
You're the horse.
You're the horse.
You're the horse.
Okay.
My lovely, lovely horse. Hold on, let me just finish the podcast. Let me just finish the podcast on this song.
Wait, what the fuck?
Ayesha, you don't know Father Ted, which is crazy to me, but okay, Father Ted, because I thought when Kenny told me he knew it all his life, that's why I was like, oh, people in the UK know about it.
Oh, the series,
My
right.
Lovely Horse. Let me just play it. I like to ride it over fences, or something like that. This is not it, guys. This is an ad.
The thing about Darren is...
Oh, by the way, I took my plaster off.
Oh, yeah, she
My
cut
finger's
herself.
gone all white. We already talked about that.
Oh.
Look, the skin healed over it.
That's good, babe. Honestly, I'm very happy.
Right,
Darren has YouTube Plus.
You know, I sometimes get the benefits of YouTube Premium when I have a YouTube Premium. Like if I close down YouTube, the video will play. That's a part of having YouTube Premium. And I didn't have ads for like, I want to say the last 4 months of last year. No ads.
I wish.
Like literally not an ad in sight. Anyways, here. Please, lovely. Is this how it goes?
What the fuck?
This doesn't sound like the song I remember. This was supposed to be their Eurovision entry. They were like doing it.
What the fuck am I watching right now?
I want to ride it over fences. Okay, I haven't remembered a different tune.
Well.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, I think this was the end of the episode now. We gotta go. The way you put these on every so often is cool. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. If you're wondering where we were, because I'm sure all of our subscribers were wondering where the fuck we went.
Yeah.
Well, we're here now, and that's what matters, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you like it right now?
I don't.
Okay, anyways, guys, thank you for listening. Don't forget to give us a
Love
review on
you.
Spotify.
What did you like about the episode? What did you not like?
Give us a comment. Give us a comment wherever you're listening. And come back next week for a brand new episode. Anything else to say?
Have a lovely, lovely week.
Have a lovely, lovely horse. Ride it over fences.
Yeehaw.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Ciao. Mwah.